Sujeet, please take the opportunity to introduce yourself, talk about your journey, and talk about your company, and also whatever help that you would like to take from from ask from the small gathering here. And if there's any question, we'll do a little question and answer session also. Okay, chalo,
Sure.
take your time.
No, I'm really thankful also, for that. Talking about my background, I'm a mechanical engineer as well, just like Abhilash. And I completed my mechanical engineering from NIT Durgapur in 2013. Then I worked in Honda two-wheelers for 1 year. After that, I did my MBA. So I never liked mechanical. Unfortunately, I ended up being a mechanical engineer because my maths teacher in 2009 believed that computer science or techies are not going to survive because it was a year of recession, and they said that IT CSE mat lo. Although I had taken CSE for 11th and 12th, but I did not opt for CSE and took mechanical instead. However, I always wanted to be entrepreneur. So I am starting my entrepreneurial journey in 2021. But the first time I heard the word was in 2011. So just a very small story also. There was a entrepreneur named Irfan Alam. He had came to our college. So he was from Patna, and what he was trying to do, he was aggregating all the rickshaws, and aggregator of rickshaws, basically that is what he was trying to do. And he was invited by US president for the model which he was running. So he came, he spoke about entrepreneurship. I really liked it, but that time I realized that I'm not really prepared for it. Financial background, mindset, the confidence and the characteristics which are required, those are not with me. So I started taking things slowly. First of all, I did MBA. Then I joined companies like Bajaj, Reliance, and Raheja, where I worked in project management. I worked directly with CEOs for 3 straight years. So I worked with the CEO of Bajaj Allianz General Insurance, where I was managing all the strategic level projects of the company. And a company where there are around 10,000 employees, 15,000 crore revenue generating company, in such a huge organization, working directly with CEO was a great learning opportunity for me. That is where I came up with this idea of Butter, what I started. Yeah, idea आया कैसे? Because when I was managing the entire project management, I needed to share update of all strategic projects with my CEO on monthly basis. 300-400 project थे. There were more than 120 project owners, including presidents, VPs, and even one level, two level down people as well. So I was managing entire project on Excel sheet, or it was a nightmare for me. Sometimes the president would just call and share the update, and I need to then record it in my own word. Insurance is such a vast industry where no one knows all the technicalities, probably except for the CEO and CFO. No one really knows all the technicalities, and I was supposed to know all the technicalities. वो कुछ भी मुझे पट्टी पढ़ा के जा रहे हैं और फिर मुझे लिखना पड़ रहा है वहां पे. So it was slightly difficult for me. And yeah, and then some people were sharing it on WhatsApp, some people were sharing updates on emails, and I was aggregating it and writing it down in Excel sheet. That is when I realized कि ये सारे जितने insurance is a distribution led business, more than 60% employees are on the ground. They are either sales people or agents, and these people were kind of using mobile phone all the time. They were not really on laptop, so getting updates from them was slightly difficult. So I thought, if there was an option in WhatsApp where I can just create a thread, let us say project ABC is the name of project for which I need updates on monthly basis, I will create a thread, project ABC. I will assign it to a guy called X, and X will keep on updating about the project every time in that particular thread. And as a project manager, whenever I need to share an update, I will just go and check the latest update from that particular thread, put it in my dashboard, and share it with the CEO. So that is where the idea came. In the meanwhile, I tried implementing some solutions within the company, solutions like Slack, Trello, Jira, but people were not really receptive. People were not very tech savvy. In companies, in insurance companies or BFSI or even FMCG companies, many people are not very tech savvy. And the solutions which I just spoke about, these are kind of tech solutions, kind of used by techies. They are designed in certain way, like you need to onboard by email IDs, not by mobile number. There are concept of workplaces, then channels, threads, which are not something which is very familiar to someone who is not tech savvy. And that is when I realized there is a need for a collaboration solution which is mobile based and which can help less tech savvy people manage their day to day work. And from there, our journey of Butter began. So I started developing Butter in September 2020. I and one of my friends from IIM Calcutta, my batchmate, probably Satish could be knowing Ankit Garg. He was a bald guy, quite experienced. So
Yes, yes, I know Ankit.
yeah. So he's a dear friend, and we started Butter together. After 4 or 5 months, he had to take a step back because of some of the personal reasons. So currently, he's a minority stakeholder in Butter. Nevertheless, we keep discussing on the strategy aspect on regular basis. So we started this together. So initially, we had 5 people from colleges. While I was working, Ankit had quit his job, and I was working to ensure cash flow. So till date, I'm managing the entire 100% cash flow. For past 9-10 months, I've been doing that. So we recruited 5 people from colleges, tier 2. They started developing the product. We reached out to some of the tech mentors. Tech mentors came on board. They were helping the techies out in terms of building. I was donning the hat of product manager. Entire product was kind of designed by me. And then we started this journey. It took us around 7 month time to create the product that we have. So currently we just have an Android version of our product. Our iOS version is about to launch in a 10 days or 2 weeks time, and our web app is roughly 1 month away. So broadly speaking, the idea of Butter is to create a collaboration solution for people who are not really tech savvy. So if we talk about products like Slack or Trello or Basecamp or Jira, Monday.com, these are solutions which are used by techies. वो एक ही techie बंदा है, वो ये सारे solution try करता है एक के बाद एक. But there are many other people who are not very tech savvy. So just to give you a perspective, there are 35 crore people in India who are daily active users of WhatsApp. But in the same country, there are less than 1 crore people who are using all the other collaboration tools combined. So other collaboration tools are, what I'm trying to say is all the other collaboration tools are kind of used by techies only in tech community, in startup community, development or design. But people who are probably in marketing or people who are in operations, customer service, or who are freelancers themselves, or probably working in logistics, probably like Amit's company is doing. I'm not sure. I would be surprised if Amit's company is on Slack or Basecamp. I would really be surprised.
No, we just manage it on WhatsApp and emails right now. That's it.
All right. Okay. So, yeah. I mean, that is where I'm coming from. So, in India, there are 20 crore people working in service industry or manufacturing industry. I'm just keeping aside the agriculture industry. Out of those 20 crore people, only 1 crore people or employees are managing their entire work on Slack, Jira, Asana, all those solutions. For the other, there is only one solution called WhatsApp or email, if they have. So that is where we are trying to come in. We are creating a solution which would be easy to use, which would provide a on-the-go collaboration solution where your team can chat individually or in teams, and they can manage their work as well. You can assign a task. So as a CEO, probably you do not need to write a mail. Mobile is very handy. You can just create a task and assign it to anyone. Now, what happens when I was working with the CEO, Mr. Tapan Singhel, what was happening was Tapan was talking to a lot of presidents in the cabin where even I was not present most of the time. And he was just assigning tasks to those presidents. यार ये कर दो, वैसा कर दो. मतलब जैसे it's not very structured. You'd be knowing. So वो बस बोल देते थे. And I was not aware. जब चीजें फटती थी, तब realize होता था कि यार ये बोला था, किया नहीं, और फिर वो याद नहीं आता था कि यार क्या exactly बोला था, क्या exact output था. And that is where things go wrong because it was not recorded. Now, if you can record it like a text, but वो text आपको ढूंढना ना पड़े, it's already very structured. It's like a task assigned to a particular team. Things become much more easier. So in Butter, you can create tasks. You can assign it to your team members, and it will be there forever. आज से 1 साल बाद भी अगर कोई चीज नहीं आई और you want to go back to that particular task and check out, whom was the task assigned to, what was the operations that happened on the task, what was the communication related to that task. It will be there, very handy with you. So as you can see, like the top 3 apps in the screen is Butter, WhatsApp, and Slack. I have used all the 3. So earlier my entire team was working on Slack, but now we have entirely shifted. Like for past 1 month or so, we are entirely working on Butter. We have just removed Slack. Like we are not discussing anything on Slack. So this is basically the dashboard or the main screen of Butter. So there are 3 sections to Butter. My task is a personal section for all the users. It's an individualistic section. So what happens is, if you want to create a checklist, you can do that. If anyone is creating a task for me and it is in my checklist again, it will come here automatically. So there are multiple tasks, as you can see. Some of them would be already in delayed. So Saturday Saloon, I had created this task for 5 p.m. So now we are sitting at 5:26. So if the timeline is over for the task, it automatically moves to the delayed section. Now, let us say if I swipe it, the checklist, it moves from delayed to completed. So now it has moved to completed section. Similarly, let us say I'm done with meeting with Ankit. I swipe it, it automatically moves to completed. So this is how the checklist works. Now, if I can also assign a task for my team member from the same section. So let us say I am the CEO and there are 10-15 people below me. I can just assign a task, show me chat screen designs for web app. And I can assign it to Akash Goel, who is my UI UX designer. We have a meeting at 7. I will just put a timeline and create a task. So this task has been created and now it has moved to Akash's My Task section. And I can check the same task in my dashboard. So dashboard is a section. If I am creating a task, I can check it out in dashboard for other people as well. So if I am in a group and in that group there are, let us say, 10 people. So A to J, A is creating a task for B. The other people can check out the status of the same task in the dashboard section. So C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J can check the status of the task which A created for B in dashboard section. So I can check it out in this section. So this is the task which I created for Akash. So on the face of it, it's a very simple one-liner task, but if I click it, it's pretty detailed one. So I can check out the info, when it was created, who created it. I can also add subtasks in the same task. So if there are 5 or 6 subtasks related to it, I can do that. Whatever attachment that Akash does, I can see it here. So if Akash is sharing draft of screens, I can check it out here. Update is like chat section within the task. So all our communication with respect to our task will happen here. We do not need to clutter our personal chat group or any group chat for communicating on this particular task. So it is changing the context. So if 10 people are talking about 10 different things, they can talk it in the thread which is designed for it or assigned for it, and not clutter the chat group. So I can just write share the update here. So now this is what I was talking about. So if I take you back to the problem which I was facing in my project management days, I could have assigned a task to my team members like this for 12 months. Now whatever update they are sharing, it will keep coming here in the update section. So I would always be on top of things of what they are communicating. It will never go anywhere. Like mail पे क्या होता है कि 5 बार communicate करने पे 5 अलग-अलग mail पे फिर ढूंढना मुश्किल हो जाता है. WhatsApp पे भी you keep scrolling up and down. But here communication related to one task is happening in one task box. So the context is not missing. Like ये अलग-अलग जगहों पे मुझे ढूंढना नहीं पड़ेगा, scroll up down करके नहीं ढूंढना पड़ेगा. एक जगह पे ये एक साथ मुझे सब मिल जाएगा. So this is about the task section, how we are doing it. Chat is very much similar to WhatsApp. You onboard by mobile number. By clicking on the yellow icon, you can add people from your contact list and not adding by their email IDs. I can create a new group just like I do it on WhatsApp, again from my contact list. and add people here. So I will just show you. So this group, Dev QA Design, is one of the group in which my entire team is communicating. So developers, testers, and designers all are there. If I show you the group description, there are 17 members, currently 16 active tasks, and roughly 1200 message exchange, which has happened on this particular group. If I talk about tasks, you can see all the tasks which are created in the group. You can filter it out by in progress, delayed, so which all tasks are delayed and which all tasks are completed. So I can check it out all in the same group. So what people can do, so they are sharing the latest APK version for testing. You can also see in the last comment there is 49 reply. So we have reply in thread option, so that again the context do not shift. So with respect to this particular APK, my team is communicating in the thread. वो यहीं पे बात करें टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन प्राइवेसी पॉलिसी लिंक नॉट वर्किंग, सो बाकी जो भी इनके इश्यूज हैं दे आर टेस्टिंग इट आउट एंड दे आर कम्युनिकेटिंग इट हियर एंड दे आर नॉट रियली क्लटरिंग माय ग्रुप मैसेजिंग स्पेस कि अलग अलग जगह पे मैं ऊपर नीचे करके देखूं. सिमिलरली we have used thread section in such a way that it do not clutter the context. You can talk about one particular topic in the same thread and then you can continue the next topic. And if you need to create a task, again, you just click on the right button, as you can see it in the comment box. If I click on the right button, again, I can create a task here. I can create a task like share meeting update with me. So there is a meeting going on. 5:30 is the scrum call timing for my entire team. So my tech co-founder would be taking the meeting. I will just assign the task to one guy. Yeah, Shubham. So I will assign it to Shubham and I'll create a task. Now this box comes. So this is like a task has been assigned to Shubham. And if Shubham needs to update, Shubham can update it in the update section of this particular task. Like whatever minutes of meeting are there, he can update me here. And it will remain here even for 1 year or 2 years. So if I need to check what were the minutes of meeting which were created in this particular task, I can come to this particular task anytime and can see all the update, all the attachment, all the subtasks, and there will be activity log as well, where you can see when was the deadline or timeline reassigned, when was the status changed, or when was the assignee changed. So all those things can be tracked. So this is broadly about the app, about things which I'm planning to do from here on. So now I'm trying to onboard SMEs. Now I'm trying to onboard basically customers from different section of society. So I'm planning to onboard freelancers. I'm planning to onboard some of the SMEs. So frankly speaking, it's not really structured because I do not really have the data. Like who would be our primary users? So abhi ke liye to we are reaching out to anyone and everyone. Like people are using, so students are using it, chartered accountants are using it, some of the SMEs are piloting it. We want to understand how our users are using our app. Once we get those data, we are using some of the tools which provides us a heat map of how users are using it. Once those kind of data starts coming in, then we will filter it out in reaching out to certain segment of people. It could be one section like logistic companies only, or it could be like chartered accountants and lawyers only. But right now we are not sticking to one particular customer segment. We are experimenting with everyone, and we are kind of exploring. But having said that, we do have aspirations to become a global SaaS company. So we are a horizontal SaaS in that regard, and we do have aspirations of becoming a global SaaS company where we can charge our users on monthly recurring amount, which could be something like $3 per user per month from our paid users. So we would be providing workspaces where you can keep your personal communication with your friends or family separate. And if you are part of organization and organization is paying for you on Butter, then it could be a separate thing. You can use the same app for both the kind of communication. So that we are planning to do. And for that, we would be charging. So now what help I need is in terms of reaching out to some of these potential users or potential customers, I really want to get into SMEs. I really need better connects. I really need to understand whom this app can help better. So there is one company which is based out of Bangalore called Polar Bear. They are testing our app right now. Their top management is doing it for quite a while. So I took a session of their entire team, 10 people team, to tell them how to use this app and what are the features of this app, and they really liked it. So when they are ready for it, they would like to implement the solution across their franchises which are there in Bangalore. So similarly, I want to reach out to many more SMEs like Polar Bear. I just want to thank each and everyone for their time. I would get in touch with Abhilash, Amit separately, and yeah, I would also get in touch with Unnati if I'm able to find their contact. I'll do that directly. If not, I would like to get in touch with Ashok.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you,
Yeah,
Sujeet.
thank you. Thanks, Ashok.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
Bye-bye. Thank you, everyone. Yeah.
Yeah.
thank
Bye-bye.
you.